What it do, Chance?
Hey, what's up, man?
Good. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. How's day been?
Stressful.
Stressful? Why so stressful?
Because it's my second day of school. And we're still figuring it out if I like it or not. But it's okay.
Hey, school's good. School's good.
We don't have our cups. Nemo. It's okay.
Do we want them or no?
Nah, we're good. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Mission Accomplished podcast. Today, we have a very special guest, Mr. Chance Cauthen.
What's up, everyone? How are you doing?
You want to introduce yourself real quick?
All right. My name is Chance Cauthen. I'm from Arizona. I served in the Singapore mission, Mandarin speaking. I went to Highland High School. I just got back a couple weeks ago.
Like 3 weeks ago?
Like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Dang, son. Brand new.
Brand new.
Great. Well, is it just the Singapore mission or is it the Singapore Malaysia mission?
Well, the name of the mission is called the Singapore mission, but it also covers Malaysia too. So it should be called the Singapore Malaysia mission, but just Singapore mission.
Right on. And how did you feel when you opened your call? Because you're a big cowboy guy.
Mm.
So going to Asia, that was like, woo.
It was definitely a crazy feeling. I remember getting my call, at least putting in my papers. I remember like putting I want to learn a language, wanting to go foreign. I remember taking the Spanish test, and I was like, I don't know. I'm thinking I might go Spanish called, but
Yeah.
we'll see. And I remember getting my call and seeing Singapore, and I was like, I have no idea where that's at. And then seeing Mandarin Chinese, I said,
There's no way.
it's crazy. But after looking at it, I remember talking with my parents after. We just knew that this is the place I needed to go. So it was a crazy experience, but it was wonderful.
Yeah, man. I mean, you hear of all those guys getting called to Latin America, South America, Central America. But Asia's crazy. Asia's wild. So what was it like preparing? Because you had to learn a different language, a different alphabet. So that was a 9-week MTC for you.
Yes.
So what was that like?
9 weeks. I remember getting there. I was like, holy cow, I got a long time in the MTC, but it was awesome. The district I was in was awesome. It was just 9 elders. We were all going to different spots throughout the world. One was going to California, or 2 were going to California, Taiwan, Canada, Florida, and then Singapore. And it was just really cool that we all were going different places, but we were all speaking the same language and being able to spend time with each other. A long 9 weeks, but it was awesome.
And anyone going to the MTC for Chinese, Mandarin speaking, what are some tips that you'd give them? Buckle down, buckle in.
I don't know. I remember the first day we went immersion in Chinese, I had no idea what was going on. I was lost in the sauce. But I think I would say just be patient with yourself. I would say just smile and laugh it off, because you're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to have no idea what people are saying, but at least as you keep yourself easy, easy going, it'll be okay.
It'll be okay. I like that. So don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
All right. And then what kind of research did you do going into your mission? Like, because Singapore's a crazy place.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been, but I just know it's, like, really beautiful. Is it the richest or one of the richest?
It's one of the richest. It's up there for sure.
One of the richest countries in the world.
Yeah.
So, like, what was your research into that?
I think number one, first off the bat, I watched Crazy Rich Asians for sure. That was number one. I watched that one. I think when I got my call, my cousins were like, "Wow, that's the place in Crazy Rich Asians." I was like, "That's awesome. I'm excited." So I watched that.
I've never seen that show.
It's good. It's a good show. I like it.
it.
It's cool watching it when I got back, because then it's like there's little things that they do in there that you're like, they're definitely from Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool. I liked it. I don't know. There's a couple people in my ward that like served in Thailand. A couple of people that went to Singapore, Malaysia on business trips. But to be honest, I was kind of going in flying blind. I didn't really know what to expect. I've never been to Asia before, so I was just open arms. So.
Okay. And what's with like the towers with the boat on top of that? Like, what is that about?
I don't know.
You know?
I've been up there. I
went there?
I went there, and it's sweet, but I think it's just because they can do it. They did it. I don't know.
Put a whole boat on. Like, what kind of boat is that? Like the Titanic.
It's just a boat. Just like three tall buildings on this like boat. I think there's like we went up and like toured it for P-Day one time, and
yeah,
you just go look over the city. They got a pool. Like we couldn't go over there, but
dang, that's sick.
It's cool. I don't know the whole reason why behind it, but
it's just cool.
They just did it because they could. So
yeah, I like that. Cool. Well, what are your emotions, or what are you feeling when you get off the plane? Like, you're done with MTC, you're on the flight, long flight. What is it, like 20 hours or something?
So we went from Utah to LA to Singapore, and then Singapore to Malaysia, or KL, Kuala Lumpur, because that's where the mission office is at. But I remember I was flying with three other elders, and I remember we flew into Singapore, and it was like early morning, Singapore, and like after like 18-hour flight from LA to Singapore, and I was just like, it was like Singapore airport is one of the nicest airports in the world. I remember getting off the plane, I'm like, holy cow, this is crazy. Like, just everything's just different. It's not too bad, but like everything's super clean, super nice. And then landing from Singapore into Kuala Lumpur, I was just like, this is super hot. It's super hot too, though.
Oh, it's hot.
So you get off the plane, you're like sweating bullets because it's 100% humidity. But
dang. That's rough.
Yeah. I remember getting there my first Sunday. We flew in on a Sunday, and so I remember the senior couple came and picked us up. We went to church, or we went like change or something real quick, and then we went to church, and there was like a baptism that first Sunday. And I remember getting there, I was like, "This is crazy. We're here. We're in it.
We're in it." That's cool. So it's really, really, really nice. Isn't there a law that like you can't spit or chew gum? Is that true, or is that just a myth?
I think it's true. They don't sell gum there, so.
Really?
Yeah, no gum. We go to a gas station, no gum, nothing. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a rule.
Myth or real? Who knows? It could be real, though.
It's cool.
If they don't sell gum, I'm assuming it's real.
Yeah. So, it's definitely, you can't spit gum out.
Yeah. Really
everything's clean, nice. I think it's definitely one of the cleanest places I've
But that's only in Singapore.
Only in Singapore.
Malaysia is different, right?
Malaysia's different.
So let's talk about that a little bit. What was like the culture of Singapore in contrast with Malaysia? Because that's like two different missions right there.
Yeah, so
because you even mentioned that the mission office was in Malaysia.
Yeah.
So what's that like?
So yeah, Singapore. So yeah, Malaysia and Singapore pretty different. People are similar a little bit. So you go over to Singapore, you're on the trains all day long. The Singapore is just like this little island that's really small, and so there's like 20 missionaries that cover the whole island, and so you're on the trains, just walking and training all day long, and you're just talking with people. A lot of the people in Singapore, they're very business oriented, so they're very keep to themselves, but they're get the job done. They're strictly business.
Yeah.
But they're awesome. I love the people over in Singapore. But yeah, Singapore, definitely they work hard over there. And then you go over to Malaysia. Malaysia has a couple different parts, I feel like. So you have like Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur is more similar to Singapore. It's more the city of KL of Malaysia. And so you're on the trains, you're walking a lot, or you're taking these like, it's called Grab, but it's like our Uber here, and you're going around places, and they're people there. They work hard too. They're very busy, but not as busy as Singapore.
Yeah.
And then you go to different places of Malaysia. You go to East Malaysia, where you have a lot of people that They live out kind of in the jungle, or you have like cities, and then you have different places out in the jungle where what we call a kampong, where they kind of just live in little huts. But I think it's one of the most diverse missions in the world. You go from one of the richest countries in the world to not. So it's cool.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember like seeing your Google Photos, and it was just like in like 1 week you're like next to a Lambo, like a Koenigsegg, like some cool supercar, and the next week like you're in the straight jungle with like pigs running around and dogs.
Yeah,
like that's pretty wild. So what were like the transfers like? Because you said in Singapore there's like what 20 missionaries to the island.
Yeah.
And so did you normally stay there a long time and then get transferred to Malaysia, or like what was that like? Or what were your areas like? Did you serve mostly in Singapore, mostly in Malaysia, a little bit of both?
So I served about 6 months in Singapore, and then the rest of my time was in Malaysia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I went to Singapore. I started my mission in Singapore, and then I went to Malaysia for a couple months, over about a year, and then I went back to Singapore for 4 months or so, and then went back to Malaysia.
And how long is a flight back and forth?
So we were flying for transfers. We fly depending on where you're getting transferred to. You're most likely gonna fly. So
that's crazy.
The longest flight was a place from KK or Kota Kinabalu to Singapore. Like it's on the like kind of opposite end of Malaysia. Then you fly to Singapore, and it's about 2.5 hours or so. 2 hours.
Dang. Quite the flight.
Yeah, because you're flying over a big body of water and just different islands, so it's cool. It's definitely a unique thing to do. So
yeah, I mean, you don't meet many missionaries who say that they can fly like normal, like regularly. How do you say that word?
Regularly.
Yeah,
that one. That's good.
Is it so? Like, if you're a new missionary and you're getting called to the Singapore mission, is it okay for me to assume that you're gonna be flying a lot?
Yeah.
Like how often?
I think over my 2 years that I spent on the mission, I think I have over 70 flights.
70 flights.
Like, so one of the missionaries, I didn't keep track, but he kept track of like all the flights he had, and he had over like 70 plus.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
That's like through transfers or exchanges or zone conferences, because every zone conference, because we didn't have visas there, and so we only had like 90-day visitor passes.
Okay.
And so we had to leave to renew our visitor pass.
Every 90 days?
Every 90 days. So we had to get out of Singapore and Malaysia. So we had to go to Singapore, or we had to go to Malaysia, depending on the visa.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So like you like plan your transfers or your exchanges. So you could like go get that?
The church office, they plan it.
Oh, okay.
So every zone conference is according to the 90 days.
Oh,
so
that's cool. That's actually wild though.
Yeah, so it was kind of it was fun. That's a whole nother story to talk about, just going through immigration and having them ask like what have you been doing here for 90 days, and you're just like just visiting friends, yeah.
But they see you in your church attire.
No, we didn't wear church attire.
Oh, really?
No.
You can't do it because then they'll know.
Yeah.
Dang. So, but missionaries are allowed there.
Yeah.
They're just not allowed to like stay and be part of the people.
Yeah, kind of like that. I don't know. It's a little confusing, but
yeah, that's crazy. So, I had a good question. Yeah. So, what can you expect from Singapore and Malaysia? Like, what are the differences? What is like a normal day in Singapore, and what's a normal day in Malaysia?
Well, they're honestly pretty similar, but Singapore, I mean, a normal day would be you're getting up and you're getting on the train and you're finding a lot of finding, and you're walking a lot. More towards the end of my mission, we focused a lot on member appointments, trying to visit with members, lots of members, and trying to make those priority in our days, especially that in Malaysia. Depending on where you're at in Malaysia, it's similar. You'll either be on trains or you'll be on bikes. Most of my mission in East Malaysia, you'll be on bikes, riding your bike all day long, just visiting people or finding. I don't know. They're pretty similar, but they're completely different. So, just lots of different areas, lots of different unique things that you experience. So
you mentioned that you were like tracking a lot, like finding. And what methods did you use? Like, what were the best methods in order to find a new person to teach?
But yeah, there's a couple. I mean, definitely just always talking to people.
Yeah, just talking to everyone.
Talking to everybody. That's definitely one of them. Throughout the mission, we did a lot of just referrals, a lot of like Facebook referrals. We used those a lot. That helped a lot with our baptisms. We'd be making these just Facebook videos of us just asking questions, and people will slide up on them. And that was another big one. We did a lot of just door knocking, just public contacting. We went through like these places called shop lots, where you just kind of, there's in Malaysia and Singapore, there's lots of just shops around places, kind of like a mall, but like an outside mall, and just where people work and people sell and
like
eat
a market.
food, like a market kind of. And you just walk around there and just talk with people, and so that's another one. And then just, I think the biggest one is definitely member referrals. Depending on where you're at in the mission, just working with the members really well and trying to meet with them so they can help you find through them.
Okay. But you did mention that something happened in your mission where you weren't like allowed to proselyte.
Yeah.
So how was that?
Yeah, so that was a little different. That's when we really shifted to member work, really focusing on the members and relying on them to help us, to help start with like BCMs or MCMs, trying to really work with the members to help accomplish the missionary work.
What is that, BCM?
Just like branch council meeting or missionary member council meeting. So just working with the members and ministering list and ministering with the members, the less active members or recent converts. And there was cool. I remember my last area, we did exchanges, and there's an area called Tawau where these missionaries there, they found a friend through Facebook, and he reached back out to them, and they found him through him. And a couple weeks later, he was baptized. But through that recent convert, his parents were able to get baptized, and I think now that his siblings were able to get baptized too. So
that's awesome.
That's way cool. So.
Yeah, that's super cool. So do you think that helped a lot, working through members and Facebook?
For sure.
Or do you feel like proselyting and contacting in public was more useful? I mean, they both have their pros and cons.
Yeah,
but
I think having a good balance of both.
Yeah, good balance of both.
So
yeah, definitely.
At least in our mission, I don't know how other missions are, but I think in ours, a good 50-50, or not 50-50, but a good balance.
And it depends on the area too.
Yeah, I think for sure.
That's cool. So you were pretty successful then, had a couple baptisms. What's a story that you could tell us of like a family or a person that you met that really changed you, or that you helped change their life?
Yeah, for sure. There's this one baptism that I had of this. His name was Yin. He lived in Kuala Lumpur. So I got transferred there, and the day before I got transferred there, the elders met him on just the street walking to the church for English class. And then I remember that Sunday he came to church, and I don't know, it was cool. We had a friend at church. I was like, this is awesome. And and then throughout my 3 transfers there, we were able to help him to be baptized, to change, and to just help him to become more like Jesus Christ. I remember we were teaching him the word of wisdom, and we taught him about tea and coffee. And he's like, okay.
Really?
Yeah. He had a problem with it, but he's just like, okay, I'll stop.
Is that pretty common there?
Yeah.
Does everyone drink tea and coffee?
Yeah, everyone drinks tea and coffee, just like Chinese tea and just coffee. But it was really cool. He said, okay, I'll stop. I was like, sweet.
Wow.
But I think the coolest part about that whole story is just depending on like our transfers and our zone conferences and stuff, I was able to see him. That was towards the beginning of my mission, but I was able to see him throughout like the time period of my mission and just like be with him and just like not hang out, but like just see how he's doing.
Yeah, see how he progressed.
Yeah. And then I remember it was my last day, and the elder that me and this elder that helped baptize him, we were able to go and get lunch with him our last day. So
that's cool.
It was just really cool, just like watching him to progress and just see how the gospel of Jesus Christ really changed his life.
Yeah, definitely.
So
that's awesome. And I guess that leads into this question. Is the gospel pretty well accepted there? Or like what's the culture like? Like do you get lots of rejections? Or is it pretty like, okay, you find someone and boom, baptism?
Yeah, you get lots of rejections.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's lots of different culture, like religions in Malaysia and Singapore. I mean, you have just...
It's like a melting pot.
Yeah, you have everybody. So, a lot of people, a good amount of people heard about Jesus Christ, but, yeah, it's definitely tough to find people. But when you find those that are ready, it's definitely, it changes their life.
Yeah, definitely. There's always the elect, no matter where you go. Everyone. So you got to keep grinding.
Yep.
Can't lose hope. Can't lose faith. But that is interesting that it's like a melting pot. And how many like different religions or different backgrounds or different ethnicities were there in Singapore?
Singapore, I mean, everyone, there's people from all over the world in Singapore. I remember there was one day we just like would walk on the train and we'd talk to people from like the whole world, like Philippines, Europe, America, Canada, South America. You're talking to everybody.
Yeah.
And so it's really cool just to talk with them and just to understand like their life, how they got to Singapore, what they're doing here. And so that was one of the unique experiences. But I mean, the main religions are like Christianity, Buddhism, Hindu, Muslim, Islamic faith. So those are like the main ones, but yeah, for the most part, it's everything there.
Dang. Yeah, I could see that being like Hindu, Muslim, Islamic. Yeah. That's awesome though. Because like you get to experience a lot of different things. Yeah. Different cultures. Whereas like where I serve, it's like everyone's Catholic. Yeah. Or evangelic. So I never really got to like explore that world of like different religions. But that's cool that you did.
Was everyone in El Salvador all mostly Catholic there or what?
Yeah. Most of everyone was Catholic and or evangelic. Okay. And which is all Christians if you like, let's be honest, it's all Christianity, but different sects of Christianity. But yeah. So what was your favorite memory or like part of your mission?
Oof. I don't know. I think like favorite part of my mission, it's got to be, there was one time where Elder Cook, he came and visited our mission.
Elder Cook
of Corner of the 12.
Yeah.
So he came to our mission and it was awesome because this was like the only time in like that you can have all the missionaries from the whole mission come together. And so just like with everyone flying in and all the missionaries coming together, we all met in Kuala Lumpur and we got to like be with Elder Cook. And so that was, I think it's got to be the best experience. Yeah. So we had that in Kuala Lumpur. That was like Sunday morning. So we had him and he gave his apostolic witness and that was crazy. It was awesome. It was just a huge testimony builder for me. And then after that, we had a special district conference with everyone in like the KL district. And And so all the members came, and we all met at this like Hilton hotel, like this conference room there.
Yeah.
And so like we took a bus to this hotel with all like 100 missionaries.
That's cool.
And we got into this big conference center, and there's just hundreds of members, and
Yeah.
it was cool because this was like more towards the end of my mission. So I'd served in different areas in Malaysia, and I was like seeing all these old members, like, hey, like, what's up, dude? Like, how's
so
it
they
been?
brought everyone.
Like, a lot of people. So
Wow.
yeah, it was really cool. It was a cool experience.
Is it pretty often that general authorities of the church visit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, say again?
Is it common that
No.
they visit?
That
That was like a once in a
was
lifetime.
like,
That's like yeah.
yeah, once in a lifetime.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that rarely happens.
Yeah.
So
You were there. You were there
there.
for it.
It was cool.
That's so cool, man. Just this is a kind of side question. What are P-days like in Singapore? Like if someone watching this right now is going to Singapore mission, like what's like a cool thing to do on P-day? Like what are you allowed to do and not to do?
In Singapore, I would say like go to the zoo.
Uh-huh.
The zoo is cool. Like go to Marina Bay, like bike around Marina Bay. That's sweet. A lot of missionaries we'd go get like Korean barbecue. We just like go and
That's good.
a bunch of the elders would just go and eat Korean barbecue or get like hot pot.
What's hot pot?
It's like just like a Chinese dish where it's like a soup.
Mm-hmm.
And you get like all these just different types of like vegetables, meat, and you put it in the soup and you cook it, and then you just eat it.
Just a big stew.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So you just like kind of sit around a table and you just have this big pot and you just start cooking stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's way cool.
Well, Chance, we're getting to the end of it. So let us know your top 3 takeaways or the top 3 principles, top 3 lessons that you learned in your mission. Could be spiritual, mental, physical, whatever.
Yeah. I think number 1 for sure is that we have a loving Heavenly Father. He loves each and every one of us. And He cares about each of us. I think there's definitely moments in my mission where either I was teaching people or helping a companion or just being there helped me to realize that God, He really does love us and He cares about us. I remember praying and just feeling peace and comfort knowing that He's there for us. Number 2, I think just the power of the atonement. I think Jesus Christ and His atonement. I was called to speak Chinese, but my Chinese, like learning Chinese was tough.
Yeah.
Plus, there's lots of just different languages there. And just trying to get through that, work through that, trying to just understand people to better understand what they're going through. And it helped me to better understand that Jesus Christ, He went through all of that for people and He went through everything for us. So I think just the atonement of Jesus Christ. Number 3, I think just being able to communicate with people, being able to talk with people. And we're talking with people all day long, but being able to like talk with companions, be able to talk with just members, friends, just being able to talk
And communicate with people.
I think
that's awesome.
Those are the 3.
Those are the big 3.
I think so.
I love it. You said your Chinese wasn't that good, or
No,
it was that I put words in your mouth.
Hey,
Sorry.
it's
It's
okay.
good. He said that learning Chinese was hard. That's what he said.
Yep.
But can you give your testimony in Chinese? Or how many languages do you know?
I mean Chinese, and I spoke a little bit of Malay.
Of Malay?
Yeah.
Well, let's hear both of them.
Okay.
If you want.
All right. Chinese it'd be 我知道神是我们的天父他爱每一个人我知道耶稣基督是我们的救主他要帮助我们我知道耶稣基督后期圣徒教会是真实的我知道通过耶稣基督的赎罪我们可以家到平安我们可以变成坚定我知道摩门经是神赐的我知道我们有限制在地球This is Malay Saya tahu Yesus Kristus Dia sayang kamu semua. Saya tahu kita Mormon benar. Saya tahu gereja Yesus Kristus orang suci zaman akhir benar. Saya tahu Tuhan sayang kamu. Dan dalam nama Yesus Kristus. Amen.
Amen. Dang. Very different.
Yeah.
That's awesome that you know that, though.
That's sweet.
Keep it up.
Thanks,
You're
man.
studying Chinese in college?
Yeah.
That's cool. Going to BYU?
Go Cougs.
Go Cougs. Couldn't be me.
Go
Maybe
Cougs.
one day.
Maybe.
Who knows? Love it. Thanks, Chance. Love you, man.
Love you too, man.
And we'll see you around.
Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing?
It's I don't know. That's great. Good to be here.